Good morning, students, and welcome to today's session. Children, we have already started with writing skills, and you have done the letter writing. And today we are going to focus on the short composition. And the short composition that I'm going to touch today is advertisements. And this question carries 4 marks there in your paper, and you will have to attempt this question in about 50 words. So let's begin with it. See, today advertising has undoubtedly become an integral part of our economy. It is beneficial to manufacturers, salesmen, and most importantly to the customers. They are required for the introduction of new product, creation of its regular demand, then informing the users about its various uses also. It's helpful to the salesman as it is good for him as it makes it convenient for him and the things become more convincing also. The advertisements mainly target at customers. They are really useful for them because it enhances their knowledge about the products available there in the market. They can easily compare their prices and the advantages, and this help them to plan their shopping. It is also important for the economy as it generates employment, and many people are engaged in this sector. In fact, it is a powerful medium and can easily influence the minds of the people. Today, advertisements are sent on the public domain through various communication medium and print medium, you can say like electronic medium, and newspapers. They are the ones which are being extensively used for advertisements. We broadly categorize them into two categories. One is classified advertisement and another one is display advertisement. Now let me brief you about what advertisement is. It is just like a public notice, or you can say it is an announcement, especially which is used for advertising goods or services. It is really a powerful tool nowadays in the present economy. And now let's talk about classified advertisements, which are usually very brief and written in a characteristic style. Now, what are the points you need to remember when you draft these classified ads? First is that they should be very brief and concise. Brevity is the hallmark of a good classified advertisement for you, because the word limit is 50 words, and when you go for these kind of ads you are charged for every word, so that's why you're always advised to keep it short. The language should be simple and you should use short phrases instead of complete sentences. Now, why you are advised to do so? Because you see, if at all you are going to frame sentence every time to describe one point, say for example, what is going to happen every time you are going to make use of a subject and verb, and that is really going to add on to the words, so unnecessarily you will be crossing the word limit. So it is advisable that you should use short phrases instead of complete sentences. Then the next thing that you need to take care of is that they should express the idea very clearly. So the language being simple and the idea should be very clearly conveyed. And they are comparatively less expensive, and they don't include any kind of graphics, means no blocks, no designs at all. Now, why they are called classifieds? They are called classifieds because they are grouped into, you can say, categories or classes. Just as we people divide, you say this is 12th class, this is 12th humanities, that is 12th non-medical, and that is 12th commerce. Similarly, we classify these advertisements into different groups or different classes, such as situation vacant, to let advertisements, matrimonials, property for sale, lost and found, and travel and tours. So that's why they are called classified ads. To seek good tips, you can always refer to the classified columns there in the newspapers, there in the periodicals. They will surely be a great help to you. Today we are going to begin with the advertisement titled as Situation Vacant. You see that this is the kind of advertisements that is usually drafted by recruiters who want to fill a position there in their organization. Means the position is vacant there in the organization and they want to get it filled. So that's why they insert this kind of advertisement there in the newspaper. So the points that you have to remember while drafting this advertisement are: first is name of the organization. Means suppose a school is looking for you can say a PGT teacher, then you must mention the name of the school. Then number of vacancies, you must mention what are the number of vacancies that are available. The next point that you need to take care of is educational qualification. Means you must mention the qualification of the person, minimum qualification that is required for the candidate who is interested to apply. Then the next one to take care of is professional experience of the candidate. Means how much experience do you want that the candidate must have. Then your preferences in terms of, you can say the person should be experienced, or even if you have preference for, you can say females for certain kind of jobs. And the next most important point is the salary that you will offer to the person, plus perks. Perks means anything else other than the salary in form of facilities which you are going to provide to the employee. And of course, most importantly, procedure for selection. Means whether the candidates will be selected on the basis of an interview, or they are simply supposed to send their biodata and they'll be called later on. So whatever the procedure is, you have to mention it there in the advertisement. And last of all, which is most important, is your contact address. So these are the points that you need to take care of while drafting this kind of ad. Now I am going to explain one example to you, and the example I'm going to explain is about, say, situation vacant is that DAV public school is looking for 2 PGT English and 1 PGT physics for their school, and you have to draft an advertisement on behalf of the principal to be inserted in the situation vacant columns for the purpose. So you have to include all these points. So how will we go about it? So we can put it like this: DAV Public School Noida urgently requires 2 PGT English, 1 PGT Physics, young, energetic, experienced and preferably females with proficiency in spoken English and well versed in computer application may attend a walk-in interview with their resume and testimonials, say on 20th of April at 11 a.m. in principal's office. Salary as per Haryana government scales. Full stop. That's it. So you have to keep the entire content there in a box. You can first draw the 3 lines, and the final line can be drawn by you by just leaving 2 lines once you finish with your content, so that the work should look very neat. And when you attempt the same question there in your paper, then you need to take care of this thing, that the whole answer should be there on 1 page. It should not be like that half of the content is there on 1 page and half of it is being written on the next page. This at times can result in, you can say, less marks, because it may be not be noticed by the examiner. So you need to take care of these things. And once you have drafted the ad, then what you have to do, you have to go back to the checklist. You have to find out, you have to assure that you have included all the points. Just for example, after drafting this ad, you need to check whether you have included the name of the organization. Yes, it is there. DAV Public School. Number of vacancies. Yes, I have mentioned that. 2 PGTs, 1 English, 2 PGTs English and 1 PGT Physics. Nature of the post has been mentioned. Then educational qualification. Educational qualification need not to be mentioned separately in this case. Why? Because PGT means postgraduate trained teacher. Means the teacher is postgraduate in his or her subject. Besides, he has also a professional degree of, say, B.Ed there in that subject particularly. And then is experience, professional experience of a person. We have mentioned here experienced. Then preference, whether you have a preference for a female candidate, whether you have a preference for a candidate who is proficient in other languages also. So it's up to you. That has already been mentioned. Salary and perks, that we have mentioned. Procedure for selection, we have already stated that it will be a walk-in interview. And contact address has of course been mentioned, DAV Public School, Noida. So all the points have been included. Now you see, if at all you are a beginner, say if you are a student of class 11th and you are going to do it for the first time, so I'd like to state here that then in that case what you can do is that you should finalize the phrases that you are going to use there to describe each and every point there in rough work. You can do means a kind of rough work before preparing the final draft. You can just do the rough work and you can just decide that for this I am going to use this phrase, for this I am going to make use of these expressions, and then finally give them proper shape there in the fair draft. So this is the way how you have to go about that. So I think I have made myself clear. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one that we are going to do is titled as Situation Vacant. These are written by individuals who are looking for a particular job. And by inserting this kind of advertisement there in the paper, they can send their resume to number of employers. And if at all he or she meets their requirement, of course, they will approach him or her. So the points that you need to take care of while drafting this advertisement are qualifications, then experience, professional experience the person holds, his age, gender, then preference in terms of, you can say, job location or perks, etc. And then most importantly, salary acceptable, and of course the contact address. Now how you're going to begin with it? First of all, you must give it a title, Situation Wanted. And here I am going to discuss one example there with you. The question is about a 35 years old engineer who seeks a job in or around Noida. They're in an MNC and you have to draft an advertisement on his behalf. So we'll begin it like this. 35 years old engineer, BE Electronics, with 2 years experience, presently serving in Mumbai based MNC, seeks a job in MNC in or around Noida. And then we can mention he has good proficiency in spoken English and can be contacted between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on all working days and will be available for an interview with a prior notice of 24 hours. Salary and other benefits are negotiable. He may or may not like to mention whatever he would like to draw. So you can mention it this way, that they are negotiable. Please call. The phone number is already given there in the question. So you are going to mention the same phone number. Now once you have drafted the advertisement, we'll move again back to the checklist just to confirm whether we have included all the points or not. So the first point was qualification, that we have already mentioned, BE Electronics. Second was experience, that also we have included, 2 years experience. Age and gender we have mentioned, 35 years, and we have mentioned he has a good proficiency, so it becomes clear. Then preference, that also we have mentioned, that he has a preference for job in or around Noida. Another point was salary acceptable. For that we have mentioned that it is negotiable. And contact address, we have mentioned the phone number. So you see, we have included all the points. And see to it that you have not crossed the word limit as well. In case you find that you have crossed the word limit, you should try to cut it short. So this is the way you are supposed to go about that. Now, once you have gone through these advertisements, you have to do an assignment given along with this presentation. and there are 4 questions in all. You will do them there in the notebook which you are maintaining separately for the writing skills. And once you have done the questions, then you must post the answers there on the WhatsApp group so that we can easily check them. I hope you all must have understood the things. Once again, towards the end, I would like to say that please stay home to stay safe. Thank you, everyone.